A US senator has proposed a ban on loot boxes in video games. Hands up everyone who thinks he'll succeed. Yeah, me neither. Republican Senator Josh Hawley has proposed the Protecting Children from Abusive Games bill. Primarily it's aimed at curbing games targeting under 18s, but also would include games that allow minors to engage in microtransactions. The bill would cover loot boxes offering randomised rewards and pay-to-win mechanics, where the game is hobbled by design to encourage purchases to speed up progression. He specifically cites Candy Crush as a game that allows purchases of in-game currency. He says, "When a game is designed for kids, game developers shouldn't be allowed to monetize addiction. And when kids play games designed for adults, they should be walled off from compulsive microtransactions." The Entertainment Software Association, representing the bastards trying to fleece more money than sin out of us, continue to insist that randomised loot boxes are not gambling. They say that numerous countries, including Ireland, Germany, Sweden, Denmark, Australia, New Zealand and the UK, bastards, had determined that loot boxes were not akin to gambling. "We look forward to sharing with the Senator the tools and information the industry already provides that keeps the control of in-game spending in parents' hands." Now that last part is technically true. The PS4 actually does have a spending limit system in its parental controls already, but show me a parent that knows more about a video games console than their kids. By the way, I've never used these controls because the corporate pricks would have to do something really creative to get my money. Not that it matters to them, they're only interested in the people who spend more than $20 worth per month in any case, and that's only about 10% of people. Also, I bet you bastards look forward to sharing with the Senator the tools and information. That'll give you an excellent opportunity to water down the bill to the point where it proves fucking useless. The UK Gambling Commission, because that's where I live, has already said that while gambling boxes in games are not technically gambling, they do appreciate parents are worried whether there is a product out there that could present a risk to their children. They also say that any changes to the definition of gambling need to be made by the British Parliament, but they're too distracted by Brexit to care at the moment. Of course, Candy Crush is far from the only example of this shit. There are many examples of games having gambling systems in place. It doesn't help that there are slimy things like monetization playbooks online. Page 16 of this particular one caught my attention when it said, "Every time a player makes an investment in your game, they should be rewarded, like a dog doing a trick. The science behind this shows that rewarding good behaviour creates habits." Habits. They want you to spend money blindly, without thinking about it. Latest piece of shit pops up in game. "Oh, what's that? Never mind, bang, bought it," and without a brain cell ruffled. Tracking player behaviour, tweaking offers, ad placement, then bombard them with the things if they're in the habit of fucking off early. There are plenty of these scumbag books online, as I sadly discovered when researching this video, as if they hold the mystical keys to everlasting wallet raping. Which they don't, by the way, it's mostly just PR bollocks, although I did feel in dire need of a shower after reading it. You could of course argue that all this is just good business sense, and it probably would be, if we weren't talking about microtransactions. You know, the things with no upper spending limit on them. The things that let you spend $15,000 on one game. But I'd be lying if I said this proposal didn't worry me slightly. Where does it stand on free-to-play games? Where exactly is the line drawn? Take Warframe for example, a game that allows the free play of all of its content, but also allows the purchase of its armours, weapons and many other things. Is it covered by this bill? All of its content can be obtained by working really hard, but a lot of it can simply be bought from the marketplace. I could talk about weapon levels, mod cards, Orokin catalysts. I could talk about aura mods, platinum, keys, towers, prime gear, player trading, clan research. Look, the point is, Warframe has a very complicated economy, but it works superbly. And I worry this, and games like it, will be caught up in this bill. You do have to do some work, even with the boosters, otherwise your weapon would never level up. And leveling doesn't make a weapon more powerful, it simply allows more mods to be installed, and that makes it more powerful. Lots of these things can be bought, but you have to build the weapon's experience and install the correct mods yourself. But how much work exactly do you have to do yourself before it offsets the paid advantages you can buy? Is Warframe pay to win? I don't think it is, but it's very close. Before this bill could become law in the US, it would need to go through committees, the houses, and finally the Oval Office for signing. The chances it's going to get through all that unscathed is zero, but let's dare to dream, shall we? I don't doubt the final act would not be a single vaguely worded page long. I just hope they take account of more than just Candy Crush. And ban loot boxes in full price games. That would be nice.